Hey everyone, this is Friedel Hackerager. We're even with my recap and review of Claws season number 2, episode number 10, which is titled Breezy. This is the season finale, and I have to say that I enjoyed it a lot. It was everything that I wanted and so much more, and I can't wait for season 3 to start airing. But again, we'll have to wait till 2019 for that. Anyway, this episode opens up with a voiceover from Virginia, and it seems that there's a storm over here and everything is bad, like the weather's bad, the electricity is out, and we have these little scenes of Gregory and Desna fighting, and then Virginia and Quiet Anne, like we have some flashbacks, and then Virginia's like, why don't we just go 2 days earlier, and then I'll let you know what happened. So 2 days before, we see Quiet Anne and Desna talking about something. And then we also have a scene between Roller and Clint, where Clint is like, I think his name is Clint, right? He's Roller's cousin. And Clint is like, my daddy told me that Uncle Daddy and your actual dad had a fight, and that Uncle Daddy is the one who ended up possibly, apparently, Uncle Daddy killed Roller's parents. And yeah, that gets into Roller's skin because it's also the anniversary of his parents' death and whatnot. And then we see Desna and Gregory revolve. Like Desna is acting quite a lot, and she doesn't want Gregory to know something is up, that she's working with Zalata. And Gregory takes her to his attorney because he wants to sign over some properties to Desna, or maybe possibly sign a prenup or whatnot. Anyway, then Desna goes and meets Zalata, and she tells Zalata that I would like to talk to you privately because Olga, Zalata's daughter, is there. And Zalata is like, yeah, you need to ignore her. She isn't really listening because she's playing Candy Crush. And then it turns out that Zalata's new plan is that Desna is the one who has to kill Gregory. She gives him some solution, a chemical to kill him. And Desna is like, I don't want it. And Zalata is like, until you kill Gregory, I'm still boss, and you need to listen to what I say. So Desna, of course, she says yes. So over at the hotel where the wedding is taking place, because Zalata now wants Desna to kill Gregory, she is in a mood, she is anxious, she is troubled, and yeah, she takes that out on the person that meets them in the hotel, because there's also some sort of pharmaceutical conference going on, and Desna just doesn't want anything with all of them. So over at Roller, Uncle Daddy and Roller have a talk, and for some reason, Roller's pants are even lower than they usually are, but whatever. Anyway, he asks Uncle Daddy how his parents died, and Uncle Daddy says something about a sermon, and Roller is like, Uncle Daddy shouldn't be in a sermon because he told us that he was off playing golf when their parents died. But yeah, you can tell that Uncle Daddy had something to do with Roller's parents dying. So over at the hotel, Desna and the rest of the girls are having a girls' night. They are having a bachelorette night, a fake bachelorette night, and everyone is giving their speeches. And then Quiet Anne says something about Desna being the OG and Desna being a good friend, and that leads to Desna crying. So yeah. Anyway, over at Roller goes to help Bryce with packing because they are moving away, and this is where he asks Bryce about Uncle Daddy possibly killing their parents, and Bryce is like, "Uncle, finding out whether or not Uncle Daddy killed their parents is a hornet's nest he doesn't want to shake. Uncle Daddy had been good to them, and Bryce just wants a new chapter in his life." So in the bathroom, while Quiet Anne is trying to comfort Desna, Desna tells Quiet Anne that now Zlata wants her to kill Gregory, and she doesn't want to go through with it. And apparently, Quiet Anne told Desna to make some calls, but Desna is like, I haven't heard from the person I was supposed to make the calls for, like calls to. I don't know who they're calling. I actually thought while watching this episode that maybe it was Polly, or maybe it was some sort of hired assassin to kill Gregory. So Desna won't have to. But yeah, anyway, the light goes out because of the storm. The person in the hotel tells Desna that they can't they can't continue with the wedding because all of the things need time to prepare. And Desna is like, no, I am not going to postpone my fake wedding because of anything. So yeah, all hands on deck. Polly arrives. Apparently, Polly like ran away from the mental institution, and but she's here. She's with her friends. And I have to tell you, in the previous episode, I actually thought that Polly was going to commit, like Polly was going to try and take her own life. So I'm really glad that didn't happen. So everyone is prepping for the wedding, and yeah, Desna gets a message. She walks out, and it turns out that she was calling and messaging Arlene, and Arlene comes in to help her. She gives her a solution that Desna can swap with what Zalata gave her to just knock Gregory out, and she also gives her a hoodie that has a wire so they can record the conversation and like have something to lock up Zalata. So, wedding day, everyone is here. There's a fake wedding. Gregory's mother isn't happy. So, at the dance, Dr. Ken and Polly reignite their relationship. I like these two together, and I'm really excited to see where these two, like, what happens to their relationship moving forward. And then Roller tells Olga that he talked to some boy of his and that. They will keep Olga and her son safe. And Olga is like, okay, Roller, I'm very happy that you are doing this for me, and we'll start a new life together. And yeah, we already know that that Roller doesn't love Olga and he loves Desna, and he goes to meet Desna in the bathroom, and he tells Desna about Uncle Daddy possibly killing their parents, how everything is fake. Uncle Daddy is fake. His marriage to Olga is fake. His son with Olga is fake. Only thing real is Desna. And I'm like, I get the writers trying to pair these two up again, but it hasn't even been a year and these two tried to kill each other. And I'm like, Desna can do a lot better than Roller at this point. So yeah, let's see how their relationship continues. So we also have a little scene where Quiet Anne is flirting with the bartender, and it was a good scene. Then we have a scene between Clint, Roller, and Uncle Daddy. And Roller tells asks Daddy why he keeps why he keeps saying that Roller is dumb. And Uncle Daddy is like, I don't necessarily mean that you're dumb. It's just that you're way too impulsive, you're too instinctual, and that's why I say that you don't think and you're dumb. So anyway, during the wedding dance, we have a cute little scene between Dean and Desna, where Dean is like, "I hope this was real for you, Desna," and Desna is like, "You're real for to me, Dean, and that's what matters." So over at their suite, Desna prepares the drink, and she adds the solution that Arlene gave her to knock Gregory out. But yeah, Gregory isn't in the mood to drink any drink, so Desna has to think of something else. Then we move on to a scene between Roller and Uncle Daddy. Roller attacks Uncle Daddy because he wants Uncle Daddy to confess to killing his parents, and Uncle Daddy doesn't do that, and Roller walks away. And Uncle Daddy, he's about to pull the trigger on himself, but Auntie Mama comes in, and she tells Uncle Daddy not to take his own life. He still needs to live, and yeah, he needs to take out Zalata and also bring Roller back. So before Desna can think of something else to make Gregory drink the drinks, Olga calls Gregory and she tells Gregory that Zlata and Desna are working together and yada yada yada. And of course, Gregory and Desna end up fighting. And yeah, it was a very emotional scene, and I was actually worried about Desna getting injured. But as the fight continued, Gregory fell off the balcony, and yeah, Gregory's dead. Then there's this hilarious little scene where Gregory's mother, Madame Ruval, is in the wheelchair and she is like zooming around the hotel trying to find Gregory. She also has a gun. So Polly and Roller are talking at the bar about how they never hung out, and Olga comes in and they notice that something is wrong, and Olga tells Polly that she called Gregory, and yeah, Desna is in danger. And I like the scene where Polly slapped Olga like thrice, I think. But anyway, they go to help Desna. Desna, after wearing the hoodie that Arlene gave her, she goes to team up with Zalata. However, before these two can walk away, Madame Ruval comes in and she has a gun pointed at them and she tells them to go into the room again. And yeah, it turns out that Madame Ruval was faking being a wheelchair user because she stands up. I mean, we all kind of knew that she was faking it. Anyway, the light comes in and Madame Ruval is distracted, and Zalata takes the opportunity to shoot Madame Ruval. And then after making Desna sign Gregory's properties over to Zlata, like aims the gun at Desna, and there's a whole conversation between Zlata lying, and I'm like, Desna, and Virginia's voiceover also supports this. I'm like, Desna, we already knew that Zlata was going to double cross you. You should have thought of a backup plan. Because I mean, if Dean hadn't been here, Desna would have been dead. Anyway, Polly and Roller also come into the room, and she tells them to stay quiet because she's wearing a wire, and she tells them to take Dean away. And yeah, moving on. It's morning. Arlene comes in. The police are here, and everything is good. Everything is fine. Everyone is safe. And Arlene tells Desna that even the salon is not even hers now. So Desna has everything taken away from her, and she needs to think of something else to do. And Desna also tells Dean that he needs to keep quiet about being the one who shot Zlata. Like, no one needs to know about this. And Dean is like, I'm not going to make that stupid mistake ever. So Dr. Ken leaves, he drives Polly to the healthcare clinic, and we see that Lillian is still there. And I'm like, I get it that Lillian is still there because you can't necessarily take care of years and years and decades of mental stress in just an episode. So let's see what happens with Polly in season 3. So over at the strip club, or yeah, Desna is there, and she is talking to Uncle Daddy and Clint about how they need to progress from here. Uncle Daddy is like, we are going to take everything back to how it was. We are going to use you for your licenses, and you're going to continue working for us. And Desna is like, no, I'm the only one who knows way more than all of you. I'm going to be my own boss. And Uncle Daddy tells Roller to make Desna stop. But yeah, Roller isn't siding with Uncle Daddy no more, and he sides with Desna. So yeah, Desna is now the boss. She is the one who is in charge of the clinics. She has the power of the licenses. So yeah, it's a win-win situation. But then again, Uncle Daddy isn't happy. So of course, Desna's life is still in danger. So we see that Maddie is okay. She recovered from her addiction, and she looked through the paperwork that Gregory left Desna, and turns out that there's a casino that's now under Desna's name. So season 3 is now in a casino. I'm all here for it because let's change from a salon. Let's go somewhere else. And of course, Virginia and Desna are happy. And while they're talking about owning a casino while standing on the street, Virginia notices 2 people on a bike, and they shoot at Desna and Virginia. And Virginia pushes Desna out of the way and gets shot in the process. So you can see that I don't think that Virginia is like fatally shot. I think the bullet just passed across her forehead. Like, it's still an injury. She's still unconscious, but I think she's going to be okay. So yeah, that was it for the finale of Claw Season 2, episode number 10, Breezy. I'll also be doing a review of this for the Geek Theory. The link to that will be down in the comment section below as soon as it goes up. I enjoyed this finale. It gave me what I was expecting because I didn't want this show to drag out the Zlata and Greg storyline. So we're going to get more different, like we're going to get different characters, different arcs, and that's exciting. So let me know what you thought about this finale down in the comment section below. And yeah, until next time, stay happy, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.